Yeah.
OG Kenny, O underscore G underscore Kenny. Every Tire from the Streets TV. This is gonna be my first installment of Let's Not Forget Fridays. So what I decided to do was segment the show kind of, because I'm like, I got so much to do and so many stories coming at me, and I got interviews coming up, and it's just a lot. So I'm like, I don't want to put them all under one lump, but I kind of want to segment and break down, the different categories and the days and whatnot, right? So that's what I said. Today is my first installment of Let's Not Forget Friday. And I'm going to take y'all all the way back, 10 years to be exact, right? And what prompted me to do this story was the other day I was researching the story for the VO4. When I said 25 years would be the minimum sentence, VO4, the Violent Offense, Fourth Degree Felony Act that passed. So within that same time frame, if a lot of y'all remember, there was a story going on out of Miami about who they was calling the Miami Zombie. This dude, Rudy Eugene, who basically they found naked. They found him butt naked. Matter of fact, let y'all run the story first. I'm gonna run the story that came from CNN at the time. I'm gonna run that story real quick, and then I'm gonna get back with y'all and fill y'all in on kind of my little spiel on it. Right, go ahead.
Story out front tonight. Drugs known as bath salts being blamed for a gruesome scene in Miami. This is a naked man. He was shot dead on Saturday by police because he was gnawing off another man's face. Obviously, that sounds horrific, and it is. I want to warn you that the pictures we're about to show you are very disturbing. 31-year-old Rudy Eugene was described to be in a zombie-like state when he was caught by police. Armando Aguilar, president of the Miami Fraternal Order of Police, suspects Eugene was under the influence of so-called bath salts, which are sold as cocaine substitutes or synthetic LSD. When he was found, what he had done to this man's face, victim was 65 years old, truly horrific. Apparently all that's left is his goatee. His eyeballs were gone, his face. It is unbelievable. Dr. Charles Sophie is a psychiatrist at the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services, and he's out front now. Dr. Sophie, have you ever heard of anything like this? I mean, it's awful to even talk about some of the things I just said that this man did to his victim's face.
Absolutely. There are many reactions that your brain can have when you're putting in a substance such as this. These are very cocaine-like substances that will have a very aggressive reaction within your brain, and the behavior that comes out of that could be anything from aggression to ripping off basically someone's face. Severe reactions, and they're not able to be tested, these drugs. So we're putting in substances into our face, into our bodies, that we don't know what is going to happen when we do that.
So when we use the name bath salts, which I guess is the street name, you said a little bit cocaine-like. I mean, what would be in it? I mean, does it vary every single concoction, or what's really in quote-unquote bath salts?
Well, that's a really great question, because the bottom line is these are not substances that have been properly studied, and so we don't really know what's in them. We just see the kinds of reactions and can kind of guess what chemicals in the brain they're reacting with, and then hence the behavior. So that's why the studies need to be done, and then we can make the testing that needs to be in place to be able to see if people have taken these or not when they're behaving this way. Because right now, we could do a test and not even know if they've taken them.
And my understanding is that the Eugene had been at some sort of a music festival. The police there had said that these bath salts were sort of something people were doing. Is this something that's spreading, that you're hearing more and more about? I mean, I'm just thinking back to the days when, meth and meth heads was just sort of an occasional story you heard coming out of the Midwest, and then all of a sudden became a national crisis.
Absolutely. Over the past year, we've heard more and more, and I've had more and more patients with this type of issue. So they're out there. I think there's going to be a ban, if there isn't already, in the availability of them until the studies can be done and tests can be developed. But yes, we're hearing more about it.
And where do people usually get them, the drug?
I think most of the time they are sold at head shops under various names, but they're available over the counter until I think most recently.
So, Rudy Eugene, I don't know what his mental state was prior to or afterwards, but as y'all seeing what the correspondent was saying, these bath salts had took over. It was like an epidemic. It was like everybody was talking about bath salt, K2, Spice at the time. And this was like around the same time that everybody was really starting to ride that Molly wave. I remember my cousin and them coming down from was hustling out in Clinton Township and out in the east side and the suburbs and whatnot, and coming down talking about Molly. This is a cleaner version of ecstasy. I wasn't even doing ecstasy at the time, so I really wasn't interested. He was trying to get me involved from the hustle standpoint. Like, dog, why don't you put a bag in my hand so I can go ahead and I'm gonna tell you this gonna pay. They loving it, right? I didn't want to be involved with it because I felt like bro on Force. I felt like what's his name? The dude of the Shy Brothers, the CBI. He's like, we don't know what the repercussions is. We don't know what the lasting effects is gonna be. We don't know what the cut is on it, the purity, none of that, right? I wasn't comfortable. Plus, at the time, I wasn't even doing it like that. I was out, grinding in other ways, right? So, what the correspondence said was pivotal. How she was talking about a lot of meth coming out of the Midwest. Listen, mind you, being incarcerated, I know too many young dudes from small towns, young white dudes particularly, who don't have no teeth. Bare mouth, right? From the effects that come from using crystal meth. And I don't know what it does to the teeth, the enamel, the core of the teeth, the calcium. I don't know what it does. It eats away at these dudes' mouth, though. You talking about dudes in their 20s, bare mouth. Because they've been meth addicts since they was in their teens. So they got 10 years of meth addiction under their belt, off and on, going to rehab, getting locked up for petty crimes, getting back out the system. This bath salt story is significant because, like, when y'all see the repercussions that this dude had, I'm going to post a picture up of the after effects of Ronald Popo's face, the before and after. And Ronald Popo was a homeless man at the time. So he didn't really have none anyway. I don't know what prompted him to just victimize this dude, but they say that this dude was in a zombie. Rudy Eugene was in a zombie-like state when they found him. Like he was lobotomized, almost. So it's deep because just like the psychologist said in the clip, you don't know what the lasting effects of these things is going to be. You don't know how they're going to affect you. You don't know what they cutting stuff with nowadays. They cutting a lot of stuff with fentanyl. They've been cutting stuff with everything from rat poison, spraying weed with rave. I didn't heard it all over the years. They didn't cut dope with so much stuff. We ain't talking about baby aspirin. That's mild. We ain't talking about adding extra soda to it. That's mild. We ain't not talking about getting them dormant pills and mixing it to the blow pack. Look, that's mild. We talking about when they taking industrial, commercial strength poisons, chemicals, and cutting this dope with it. Or fentanyl as an example. Everything, listen, these so many dudes dropping dead out here. I got homies up in Monroe. They was dropping like flies up in Monroe, Michigan. That heroin and that opioid addiction, you feel me? That fentanyl addiction up in Monroe was at an all-time high. And a lot of them dudes I met incarcerated who was detoxing or was selling the stuff, right? I'm saying all this to say that when I was researching the details of this bath salt, right, and I always joke with people like, listen, y'all complain about this food too dry, this water too hot, I need bottled water. I said when the zombies come, right, when the day that the zombies come, y'all not going to be able to survive because y'all too spoiled. Y'all too like particular about what y'all do and don't eat. Now I don't eat pork. I barely eat beef. I don't like fried food. I can't eat cheese and dairy product. So I got certain stuff that I just can't eat or I refuse to eat because I just think it's gross. I think the pig is a foul animal. I mean, I don't even like the way the chickens move that much though, but I like chickens better than pigs. Right? Now, as far as the choice of eating, now pig pet, that might be cool. A little funny little pig running around. But my whole point is, there's certain things that I'm not going to do. There's a protocol by how I move, right? I would never ever, ever put somebody in a position to not knowing what they eating, to not knowing what they smoking. So as I'm seeing all of these cases that's really synonymous or linked in kind of with this bath salt thing, when them zombies come, bro, these are the modern day zombies that we seeing walking around. These young dudes, barely in their 30s, smoking crack rock now, tricking with men, right? Selling their soul for men. Dudes I watched grow up. Modern day zombies. Same way this dude was in that state, that, what does they call it? Catonic state, I guess they called it. When you like just so out of it, but you kind of still functioning. That's zombies. These are the modern day zombies. This bath salt thing is 10 years old. I'm watching dudes right now walk around who once had pride and dignity. Dudes who was getting to the money. Dudes who had options of bad women and other options to level themselves up in life. And they walking around like living zombies right now. Detroit zombies. When she said about the power of that dope coming out the Midwest, she wasn't never lying. Because I'm seeing this right now with all these dudes who running around thinking they popping E-pills, thinking they popping, using Molly when they straight meth heads. I got young black dudes who sweeping down. They talk about dudes who they call meth heads and they own meth right now. Addicted to meth and don't even know it. In the city of Detroit, in the middle of the heart of the city of Detroit, dudes who you see yayed up, Cardi's up, right? Hopping out fresh, hopping out scat packs and all this on damn meth. Molly ain't that much better, but you know I'm seeing too much of it with my dudes in the hood who then transformed on me and went into that zombie state and they using anything. What my dude Lil Durk say on that Nardo Wick song? You gonna use anything you give me just to say he high. He gonna use anything you give me just to say he high. He gonna drink whatever you give him just to say he buzzing. And smoke whatever you pass him just to say he catching that cloud, right? They don't know what's in these blunts. I was just watching DC Young Fly, and they was interviewing Sada Baby on the 85 South show, right? And he was just telling me, man, if I don't see it with my own eye roll, come on now, I'll roll my own. You get what I'm saying? I think too many of y'all is too experimental with your bodies. Not just sexually. We already know about that. Y'all crazy with that. This is a whole different generation, so I don't understand it. How reckless y'all is with y'all bodies as far as sex and as far as just changing energy and all that, and as far as y'all spiritual responsibility to your body. I'm talking about you dudes who out here don't give a damn and don't even hardly know what y'all using. He give it to y'all. If he a qualified source or he a friend, somebody you trust, you gonna pop it. What's this, bro? Man, this one. All right, shit, fuck it. What's this, bro? All right. What's this, bro? I got dust. Hold your hand up. Feel me? I done seen it all. I didn't say I'm not judging nobody. I'm not judging nobody. Do what you want to do with your life and your body. What I'm saying is, though, smarten up when you're doing it. Right? Moderation should have always been the key. But don't let nobody put y'all in a position where y'all out here eating people's face. Eating people's eyeballs. Right? Making them unrecognizable. Where you butt naked. They shot that man dead. They shot Rudy Eugene dead, as y'all seen from the clip. And I think he was in his 30s. Young brother. Ain't no telling what he could have been in life. Ain't no telling what potential he could have reached. Right? Let's not forget Rudy Eugene. Let's not forget what he did to Ronald Popper, man. My first installment of Let's Not Forget. If y'all have not done so, please subscribe. Please get in the comment section. Please hit the notification bell, the like button. You feel me? Go on ahead and share the content. Feel free. It's free, too. Like, if you take a few little seconds, I know it's time, it's money, but a few seconds of bing, 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 bing. You feel me? I'd appreciate it, man. I'm definitely... I got a lot of stories with this Let's Not Forget Friday because there's so many stories. I'm like, damn, what happened to them people? Whatever happened to the dude that did that? Whatever happened to a girl that got pulled over for this? Whatever happened to that? There's so many of them coming, and I got so many people who I've been running my ideas past. I take notes. I say, dog, how y'all feel about this kind of content? They're like, I like it. What about this story? So, as I come with them, man, I'm going to bring them to y'all, but I still want y'all to understand that there's a gist to everything I'm saying. There's a moral to everything I'm bringing y'all. There's a lesson hidden within every story, low-key, right? And this story here is real for real, for real. These modern-day zombies is out here. They've been out here. They've been under cloak and dagger, and the stories, a lot of them got swept under the rug. We forgot about them. But all these dudes out here running rampant, all these 200 mass shootings, All these dudes dropping like flies in these major cities, right? From dopes that only used to affect rural, small towns, right? Little hillbilly towns, what they call them, little hick towns, right? They affecting everybody now. I got homies I love to death. I see them all the time. I see them on a regular basis. They getting whooped up by other homies now because they're running off with sacks. Or they running off with money. Or they stealing bikes from homies' kids. Come on now. Or you hearing rumors about them sneaking in porta potties around here because all this construction going on 3, 4 in the morning with men. Leaving out 3, 4 in the morning with men. Now y'all can get high on the block 3, 4 in the morning if y'all really want to get high. Ain't nobody out here checking for y'all for real, for real. Y'all in the porta potty and it's nice outside. Cut it out. Alright? You dudes out here selling y'all soul for that get high. You girls out here too. I done seen a lot of them used to be strapped out there. Booty's gone bye-bye. Bye-bye birdie. Bye-bye birdie. You feel me? I'm like, oh my God. I dodged the bullet. I used to want to beat them doonies. Now look at you. Ugh. Now I want you to do nothing but hop in the shower and go know your status. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I want from you now. At one point a couple of years ago, some of these, and you know the ones, because they come around, oh, hey, I lost some weight. I'm about to get thick. No, you're not, because you're going to keep using that dope. You low-key an addict. You a functional addict. You used to be a baddie. You got kids and all that, but you through now. I'm sorry, mama. I don't want none of that thing. Fat mind I don't want none of fat mind no more. You did? It ain't funny. It really ain't, but Jesus Christ. Tighten up, y'all. I love y'all, man. As always, O_G_Kenny, At3 from the streets TV. Subscribe to my stuff. Love y'all, man. Happy Friday, happy weekend. Y'all be safe out here. I'm out. Nigga. Ha.